Project Planning Film Group presents the stages of a project. In this informational video, we will be describing the 5 stages each engineering project consists of. Each stage is vital to the completion of any job. In order to demonstrate this, we will be following the project cycle of a bridge in desperate need of repairs after a catastrophic earthquake. The first stage of any project begins with the inception of the project itself. Here, we define the problem and make sure that fixing it will meet the needs of the public. Our story begins with Mr. Alfred St. Cloud on his way to visit his favorite bridge.
Oh my goodness, my bridge! My bridge is in total ruin. Looks like the social media was right. I'm gonna have to contact an engineer. I can't even test it out, it looks so dangerous. Oh my goodness gracious.
After watching this scene, we are now able to define the project and the objective. That is, we want to repair a broken bridge. With this new information, Mr. St. Cloud will now reach out to our engineer of the story, Morty Morton, and ask about the feasibility of such a project.
This is the engineer.
Hello there, I was wondering if I could do a feasibility analysis on my bridge.
Uh-huh.
It was damaged in the 2018 earthquake, and people have been complaining about it for 3 years, evidently.
Oh my. Huh.
And I want you. So what do you think?
Yeah, I suppose I could do a feasibility report on that. Yeah, I'll just run the numbers. Of course, yeah, I'm just on a coffee break. I'm still not assigned into Microsoft Teams and everything. You know, everything's distant.
Basically, I was wondering if the bridge could be reinforced entirely with glass.
Sure, yeah. Well, oh, you say you want it out of glass?
And I have $2,000 US I could pay you.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, why not? Sure, okay. Well, I'll call up my supplier and get some numbers for you. Let me do a little quick math right here. Let's see, carry the one. Labor's about $9 an hour. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Just gotta get back to that.
Now that the engineer has a project definition and a rough scope of work, he will begin to work on a report detailing the feasibility of such a project. As part of the feasibility study, our engineer will ask his favorite contractor, Mr. John Contractor, if his company could in fact reinforce a bridge out of glass for $2,000. As an editor's note for this next scene, our actor who plays Mr. St. Cloud will be playing the role of the project engineer, as we forgot to include such a scene.
Well, basically, I was wondering if the bridge could be reinforced entirely with glass.
You want a bridge? Out of glass.
And I have $2,000 US I could pay you.
For $2,000. A 4-year-old couldn't build a bridge out of toothpicks for $2,000.
Okay. Okay.
I tell you what I got. I got CMUs. And lots of them.
Well, if you put it like that, I guess that's a cool material. I think you have my seal of approval.
Alright, bye.
In this next scene, our engineer, Morty Morton, begins to design the new bridge and calculates the feasibility of using CMUs instead of glass. He will also call the contractor and ask about the cost of labor and when the materials will be ready once construction is to begin. Selection of a contractor would normally go through a bidding process, but Morty Morton and John Contractor happen to be the only available options for this specific job.
Yes. It'll work. It does. I can make it happen. Just a few more joints. It's true. Alright, we're gonna have to build a bridge out of CMUs. What's that gonna cost?
Per hour, $999. I
Alright,
think I can get it done in about 10 hours.
10 hours. Sounds good.
Now, with a budget, timeline, and labor costs, Morty Morton will call the owner and discuss the project with this newly realized scope. If approved, Morty will then complete the design and the contractor will order materials as indicated by the engineer's estimates.
Yes, hello, Mr. St. Cloud. I've made a call to my supplier, and unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to make your bridge out of glass.
Okay.
We can do it out of CMUs, and the cost will be approximately $20,000.
I mean, okay.
And his laborer, she is an expert, so they will get it done very fast. But it will cost you. What are you going to do? It's the union. I think we can make a magnificent bridge out of these CMUs instead of glass. What are your thoughts?
Well, if you put it like that, I mean, I guess that's a cool material. I think you have my seal of approval.
Alright, I got 3 pallets of CMUs on back order. They'll be here any day. It's gonna cost you 20 grand. I got my best laborer on it. She's a little steep. She'll get the job done. Pleasure doing business with you.
With the ball now in motion, we move to the 4th stage of the project: execution, construction, and quality control. Now that the plans have been finalized and the materials are on the way, construction will begin. During construction, the engineer will drop by and attempt to do a quality control in an effort to make sure the project is going according to plans.
Hey there, fellas. How's it going? It's going. Just your neighborhood engineer here to check in on the job site. Well, we don't want you here, but I won't say that. Oh. It's all going great. How kind of you. You know, I see you're going left to right, and then right to left. You know, the specs set here. I got the specs pulled up here. It's supposed to go right to left, right to left. Well, your specs are upside down. Are you sure? Well, I don't, you know, I got a lot of stuff I gotta do at the office. I think, I'll call you and check in on you in a little bit. Good job, everybody. Good job. Great job, everybody. Oh, it looks fantastic. Yeah. Just keep moving these back and forth. We're doing it right.
With construction now finished, we transition to the last stage of the project cycle: project operations and closeout. The ribbon is cut by Mr. St. Cloud, and the designer and contractor are paid. At this stage of a project, it is typical that the project manager evaluates what went well and what went bad during the project's life. The project will then be closed out, and all documentation on the project will be stored for safekeeping.
Congratulations! Here's your new bridge. What do you think?
Oh, thank you. It looks pretty good. I couldn't have done it without me.
Hooray! Hooray for payday!
Now that the project is finished, let us recap the stages of the project cycle. Stage 1: Inception and Initiation. A project idea is conceived and a solution is hypothesized. Stage 2: Feasibility and Planning. The project scope is determined from the client's requests. The engineer then checks if it is feasible by doing design work and project estimates. Stage 3: Design and Procurement. The design is finalized and the contractor receives estimates for the project. plans are submitted for approval and the contractor starts ordering materials. Stage 4. Execution, construction, and quality control. Construction begins, and the engineer checks in periodically to make sure that the contractor is following the plans and specs. Lastly, we move on to the last stage, Stage 5, Project Closeout. At this stage, all construction work is finished, the project site is open to the public, and all existing documents on the project are then archived. We hope you enjoyed learning about the stages of a project cycle. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time when we attempt to construct a 10-story building out of our hopes and dreams.